Shalom Aleichem. We have a learning from Sefer HaMitzvos, Rambam, about people doing damage to each other. So how can it be paid? Let's take a look at it now. Okay, so here, we have the Rambam here, and here we are, Hilchos Shechenim, HaMitzvah, Reish Lamed Vav, הצווי שנצטווינו, this is the bottom, הצווי שנצטווינו בדין חובל בחברו. The commandment we are commanded in the laws of somebody that does damage to his friend. V'hu omra yusala. It says in the Torah, v'chi yerivun anoshim v'hiko ish esrei ehu v'hiko ish esrei ehu shemos chaf aleph yud ches. And if people are and if people are arguing, and one strikes the other person, it says this in Shemos Chaf Aleph Yud Ches. This is what it's called. These are what are called Dinei Knossos, the dinim of fining somebody, a monetary fine. V'yesh kosuv hakolel Dinei Knossos kulam. V'yesh kosuv, and there is a pasuk which includes Dinei Knossos Kulam, all of the dinim of the fines. V'hu Amar Yisala, it says in the Torah, in the pasuk, Ka'asher oso ken yeyoseh lo, like he did, so should be done to him. Vayikra Chaf Daled Yotes. It says it in Vayikra. That's the third Chumash, Chaf Daled, the 25th parak, and the third part of the 5 Chumashim. So that's Vayikra, Chaf Daled, that's the 24th, and Yud Tes, the 19th pasuk. Hakavana bazeh, the intent of this is Shalokchim meimamono. It is taken from his money. Shalokchim meimamono. It's taken from his money. Masha hiziklo, that which he did damage to the other person. Kedei masha hizik, according to the amount of what he did damage. Kamo shababa kabbalah, like it says in the Masorah, like it says in the dinim that are passed down. Afilo baisho bilvad, even if one had embarrassed the other person, only embarrassed the other person, Hari Elu Govim Mimamono. Hari Elu, this is still we collect from his money. Even if somebody gave the other person an embarrassment, one can collect from a monetary collection of amount. Kedei also hashir, so it's figured out how much the embarrassment is worth, and then it is given to the person that was embarrassed. V'da, it's ungeschätzt. In Yiddish it's called es is ungeschätzt. V'da, and no shadine kenasos elu kulam nizkei adam va'odam, and one should know that these dinim of the knasos, of the fines, kulam nizkei adam va'adam, all of them are damages of one person to the other. In other words, if one person did a damage to another person, and not as opposed to one person doing damage to his behemoth, to his animal, or of the behemoth, the animal doing damage to the person. It's when one person does to another person. V'chein im hizika behema es ha'adam o es ha'behema harei kol hadinim ha'ela lo yadun behem v'lo yifsok ela beis din hasamuchin ba'aretz. and also, let's say an animal did do damage to the person, or a person did damage to another person's cow, or whatever it is, his behema. V'chein im hizika behema es adam, and also if the behema did do damage to the person, as a behema, or his chaver's, his friend's behema. Harei kol dinim ha'ela, all of these dinim lo yadun behem v'lo yifsok. All of these lo yadun behem, one shouldn't judge in these things v'lo yifsok, and one is not qualified to judge it. It's not, and one shouldn't make a psak. A psak din means to incise the halacha. Ela based in hasamuchin ba'aretz. Ela based in hasamuchin ba'aretz. The only people qualified to do this kind of case, and this kind of psak din, this kind of figuring out what the din is a based in hasamuchin ba'aretz. A based in a court hasamuchin ba'aretz. They get their smicha in Eretz Yisrael. Smuchen means they get smicha, that they are rabbanim. Shenismechu l'smechayos ele v'od midor l'dor. It's that they were considered that they got smicha midor l'dor. In other words, this is the rabbanim from that time. Ukvar nisbaro hilchos din zeh beperik ches mi baba kama. Ukvar nisbaro, and also it's elucidated these halachos beperik ches mi baba kama, in perik ches. That's the 8th perik in baba kama. So one can look in baba kama, in the Talmud, and it says baba kama, that deals with monetary loss and damages and things like that. That's in the 8th parak in Baba Kama. So let's take a look at the pasuk here. That the din is learned from. Hold on. V'chi yeribun anoshim v'hiko ish esre'ehu v'even o v'egrof v'lo yamus v'nafal lemishgov. So let's see. That's 18, pasuk 18, Yud Ches. If men quarrel and one strikes his fellow with a stone or with a fist, and he does not die, but he falls into bed, if he gets up, let's take a look at the Ivrit, it's the Hebrew. Im yokum, if he gets up, v'hisalech b'chutz, and he goes outside of his house, al mishanto, on his cane or on his own power, v'niko hamakeh, the person that hit him, that the attacker is niko. He's after whatever damages he paid, he's considered absolved. Rak shifto yitain v'rapo yirapeh. It's absolved except for if he gets, except for only for his lost time shall he pay, and he shall provide for healing. If he gets up and goes outside under his own power, the one who struck him, the one who struck is absolved. He's absolved, meaning that if he's not that if let's say he's absolved except for lost time, only for his lost time, and shall he pay. In other words, we see that the person is not going to die. He's not going to die, thank God. So therefore, he went out on his own power. So that means he is absolved from, the person that struck him is absolved from, if, let's say, the person should die, God forbid. So then only for his lost time shall he pay, and he shall provide for healing. If, let's say, if he gets up, Let's take a look. It says, B'chiya ribun anoshim. Let's take a look at the note. B'chiya ribun anoshim. If men quarrel, the Torah. This is the Chumash, the Art Scroll Chumash. The Torah discusses a case where a person struck his fellow a blow powerful enough to kill him. So he gave a very severe blow, powerful enough to kill him, even if it was only with his fist, which is not ordinarily lethal. If the victim was so badly injured that there is a reasonable chance that he may die, the court jails the aggressor pending the victim's recovery. In other words, that's what it means by if he gets up. If he gets up, so then the court sees that he got up from his sickness as a result of the makkah. So the attacker is not liable that he did not kill him. The court jails the aggressor pending the victim's recovery, because if there is a fatality, the attacker may be liable to the death penalty. So he's not liable to the death penalty if he gets up. Once the victim is able to go out under his own power, and the court concludes that his life is no longer in danger, even if he needs a cane or crutch, the attacker is freed from confinement. In other words, they put him in confinement. They put him in jail until they find out that he is able to get up. Once the person gets up, the attacked person gets up, so then he's not liable to the death penalty anymore. If the victim in his weakened condition should die because he failed to take proper precautions, it is not a capital case. So that's important. If the victim in his weakened condition should die, if he